Yeah, I think at the end it was a great end, the fight for P2. I think that George's driving was exceptional. I also think that Charles at the end he was sportsman-like behavior, not trying to slow down. Two great teams, two great brands that fought until the end.
I want to know, how stressed were you on your pit wall there on the inside of your garage, because it did go almost right to the end, as you say, Charles at the end trying to play games to get their way. Were you listening to their radio? Were you thinking about that? Were you stressing? How were you feeling?
No, I was not stressed. I was stressed once in my life in Formula One, and that was here a few years ago. But that was, yeah, it was a fight for P2. In a way, super positive for us as a team and for many employees as a reward to be vice champion, but it also reminds you that it's P2.
Toto, you say you weren't stressed. I saw you and the team and your wife coming out of the garage. I've never seen you looking so happy all year. Actually, big smiles all around.
Yeah, you know, at the end we are racers, and this day feels like you've won, and that's great. We got to be happy about that. But you know, also as a racer, you just want more. But today we won.
So, Toto, obviously today's a positive day, but we have seen, as Damon mentioned, your face looking quite unhappy a lot of times this season. So can you tell us, are you going to be building on from this point next season, or are you going to be starting from a completely new base at the beginning of the year?
I mean, we have a gap to the leaders, but the team, two teams in Brixworth and in Brackley, they are so motivated. We have so much good things in the pipeline, so much new things, and with all the learning we had, I am really in a good place to see what's coming together. And this is when you got to take the momentum now from the third place here, P2 in the championship, and take that momentum into the factories.
Toto, how much do you worry that Red Bull haven't brought upgrades for a large part of the second half of this season? They've clearly been able to focus on next year's. Are you concerned at all that means they're going to... Everything's a treadmill, isn't it? And you're sort of moving at the same rates. But do you think that you can close that gap significantly next year?
I'm going to guess your question because I couldn't hear it.
Okay.
The fight with Ferrari.
No. I was saying with Red Bull for next year. With Red Bull, do you think that you can close the gap sufficiently to fight for a championship?
You know, let's be honest, they have a gap because they got well out of the block with the new regulations. Fact. And in order to catch up, that's a monumental endeavor. But at a certain stage, hopefully they level off with their development speed, and we can catch up. And it's not only adding a tenth of downforce or so. Our car is a fundamental problem. It's unstable. The drivers have no confidence in the car. If we can dial that out, then I think we can make a step forward like other teams have done.
I know you're a sportsman, Toto. You have to say that Red Bull have really smashed this season, and Max Verstappen's driving has been exceptional as well. Have you got any words for their team?
An exceptional season for them. I mean, they've beaten a lot of records, testimony to a great driver, and the engineering team. That is Red Bull. It doesn't go any better. They, you know, top notch.
And a final word to the Mercedes fans out there. What will you be saying to your team back at Brackley to motivate them for next year?
Yeah, to all of you guys out there at home and the fans that we have, keep believing in us, keep pushing. It's vice world champion. That's a good one to take home, and we're gonna reach for the stars, and that's gonna happen, I promise.